Hi there Virgo, thank you for joining me for your year 2012 forecast. Firstly, I'd like to wish you a very happy new year. Yours begins in some style. This is because the Sun combines with the potent energies of Pluto in the first minutes of the new year, and this provides a backdrop for the whole of the year. This is saying to you, this is a wonderful opportunity this year for you to show people what a one-off you are, a unique person. And yet there may be a sense that you're not quite sure of yourself as this new year begins. And part of this comes from the solar eclipse, which occurred towards the end of November last year. And that's also going to have an influence for the first 5 months of the new year. And this is saying to you, it's going to be important to stay in touch with your emotional basis. However brilliant your ideas are, however creative you feel, however much you feel someone is wonderful romantically, keep relating it back to how you feel at heart level. That's very important because Mars is in your sign through to the 3rd of July, and it could see you almost putting on a tough face, trying to deflect issues which perhaps at another level, if you're honest, are working their way into your psyche. So that's not good. You can use Mars in a very productive and positive way to be energized, determined, and very focused on your goals. But don't let it stop you feeling what is really going on deep within you. Now there's another change which occurs early in February. Neptune is the planet of dreams, and it's been working through, for the most part, apart from a brief sojourn last year, it's been working its way through Aquarius for over a decade or more. This has probably seen you working in jobs that are to do with helping people in some way. But you're going to start to need to feel that it's more of a two-way street, and that's a good thing. It's all very well being a good egg, but you don't want to end up being an exhausted chicken. So, as you really start to embrace the power of Neptune, it can help you to become much more in tune with the need for basic equality in all sorts of relationships and in all sorts of situations. It's going to be slow, it's going to be quite a sensitive kind of influence, but it will creep up on you. It can also inspire your romantic imagination. Now I have to say, there is a change on the 7th of February, and this is going to go on through to the early part of the summer. And this is when Saturn, the planet of structure, but also of restriction, begins a backward journey in your sector of finances. Don't worry, he's been there for the last, well, near to 2 years, so it's something you've been getting used to, and there may have been quite a few times during that period when you've really had to economise and be very careful. Your whole attitude to value for money has really changed. Now, you can be someone who uses your gift of analysis very wisely, so whereas some of the rest of us may miss a detail, you can start to pick up the bargains that others will let them pass by. And this can see you really do much better financially, but I think you're really going to get the benefit of that from the summer onwards. All your hard work will see things turn around from the rest of July. Now then, there is also a fantastic influence for you that comes in on the 20th of May, and this is when there's a wonderful new solar eclipse providing a backdrop for the following 6 months, and this can see you doing very well professionally. And with Jupiter, the planet of luck, moving from your travel zone earlier in the year into an area which is very much to do with how you interact with the world at large, I feel your bold schemes can come off fantastically well for you, and there can be a lot of changes coming through for you in the second half of the year. In fact, as Saturn moves in October into your sector of communications, I feel that you can start to make the most of your ideas that you've been developing in a much more productive way. And then the solar eclipse of November suggests that your word power and mental faculties and ability to understand technology particularly, or working within your local community, can see you do fantastically well. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.